Let the candidates for the award and prizes be presented.
May I request Chairman BOG to come forward to give the awards.
Sir, I present the candidates who have been declared winners of the General Proficiency Medals for the year 2014 for the best academic performance in their respective disciplines: Master of Science 2-year program, Manali Ghosh, Chemistry; Subhasri Kal, Chemistry; Reema Chatterjee, Mathematics and Statistics; Niladri Paul, Physics; Subhasmit Ghosh, Statistics; Sir, I present Nikhil Rastogi, who has been declared winner of the Dr. S.D. Bokil Memorial Medal for the year 2014 for the best academic performance in the graduating class of M.Tech in Environmental Engineering and Management program of study. Sir, I present Nalin Lochan Gupta, student of M.Tech program in Electrical Engineering Department, who has been declared winner of the IEEE PEDES 96 Award for the year 2014 for the best performance in the area of power electronics and drives. Sir, I present Chandra Prakash, who have been declared winner of the Mehta M.Tech Gold Medal Award for the year 2014 for the best academic performance in the Mechanical Engineering Department. Sir, I present Arjit Pathak from Department of Industrial and Management Engineering, MBA, who has been declared winner of the Professor Vijay Mahajan Gold Medal for the year 2014 for the best academic performance in the graduating class in MBA program of study. Sir, I present Gupta from Department of Electrical Engineering, who has been declared winner of the Dr. Sankar Dayal Sarma Medal for the graduating BTMT dual degree M.Tech PhD student of the year 2014 for outstanding all-round performance, general proficiency, including character and conduct, excellence in academic performance, extracurricular activities, and social service. Sir, I present Gaurav Ghosh, who has been declared winner of the Professor Adidam Sri Ranga Sai Gold Medal for the year 2014 for the best academic performance in M.Tech in Civil Engineering with a specialization in Structural Engineering. Sir, I present Amritya Datta from Department of Physics, who has been declared winner of the Sangeeta Pradhan Memorial Medal for the year 2014 for outstanding all-round achievement among all students of MSc 2-year programs. Sir, I present Teja Ram Sirvi from Department of Electrical Engineering, who has been declared winner of Cadence Silver Medal for the year 2014 for the best M.Tech thesis in Computer Science and Engineering and Electrical Engineering. Sir, I present Amtava Banerjee, who has been declared winner of the Bognini Chenchu Rama Naidu Gold Medal for the year 2014 for the best academic performance in Material Science and Engineering and Material Science program. Sir, I present Arijit Pathak, who has been declared winner of Sailja Srivastava Award for the year 2014 for the meritorious non-doctoral student entering in final year Industrial and Management Engineering program. Sir, I present the candidates who have been declared winners of the project proficiency medals for the year 2014 for the best project work in their respective disciplines of Master of Science 2 years, Manali Ghosh, Chemistry. Abhik Sarkar, Chemistry. Amritya Datta, Physics. Jay Kumar Shah, Physics. Subhas Singha, Physics.
Honorable Chief Guest, Dr. Johannes Georg Bednorz, Nobel Laureate, Dr. K. Radhakrishnan, Chairman ISRO, Professor M. Anandakrishnan, Honorable Chairman, Board of Governors of IIT Kanpur, Professor V. Rajaraman, Honorary Professor, Supercomputer Education and Research Center, IISc Bangalore, Dr. Arun Shourie, celebrated journalist, parliamentarian, and author, members of the Board of Governors, members of the Academic Senate, all graduating students and their family members, members of faculty, staff, and students, invited dignitaries, guests, members of the media and friends. I heartily welcome you all to this momentous event of the 46th convocation of the Indian Institute of Technology, Kanpur, being held today, 18th of June, 2014. The academic year closing in June 2014 has been extremely productive, and I consider it a privilege to review our activities into this period. I'm very happy to share with you that 121 PhD students have graduated over the last academic year. The number of graduating students at the undergraduate level is 662, and that at the postgraduate level is 611. Going purely by the type of degrees awarded, IIT Kanpur this year has awarded 462 BTech, 200 integrated MTech and MSc, 111 MSc 2-year, 37 VLFM, 46 MBA, 12 Master of Design, 284 MTech, 121 PhD degrees. Hence, 64%, nearly 2/3 of the graduating students are of the postgraduate category. The Institute established a new Department of Earth Sciences on February 5th, 2014, with a view to establishing interdisciplinary earth science teaching and research programs of contemporary relevance and to provide quality manpower for promoting sustainable development and mapping precious mineral resources in the country. During the year, the Institute has witnessed significant growth in its research and development activities. Total number of ongoing externally funded projects has reached 452 with a total sanctioned amount of rupees 342 crore. During 2013-14 alone, the Institute received fresh sanctions of 132 sponsored projects worth rupees 81 crore and 97 consultancy projects worth rupees 11 crore. Some of the major grants sanctioned by various agencies during the year include Ministry of Human Resource Development, rupees 32 crore, Department of Science and Technology, rupees 14 crore, Science and Engineering Research Board, rupees 12 crore, and Department of Biotechnology, rupees 3 crore. Some of the major industries which have funded projects include Bharat Heavy Electricals Limited, Unilever Industries Private Limited, Larsen & Toubro, Gas Authority of India Limited, SAP Labs India Private Limited, Whirlpool India Limited, Samsung Electronics, Boeing USA, and Intel Technology India Private Limited. During the year, 12 international patents and 52 national patents, including 3 design patents, were filed. 6 patents were granted in the year. Our earnings from intellectual property stands at over $172,000. 27 companies are currently being incubated at the SIDBI Innovation and Incubation Center, and 26 have graduated till date, including 8 in biotechnology areas. A full-fledged bio-incubation center may be launched in August 2014 with generous funding under the BIRAC scheme of DBT. The Institute is keen to launch a few mega projects to deliver complete technology solution from design to final system or product using our own expertise and resources. In this connection, 3 new projects were sanctioned during the year related to unmanned air vehicle using support from the Institute and Prabhu Goyal Foundation based on 3 parallel approaches of flapping wing, fixed wing, and quadrotors. The most successful model will be supported to develop the final product. Similar mega projects in the area of flexible electronics and environmental engineering are under active consideration. The project Sandhi, Science and Heritage Initiative, scientific study of Indian knowledge systems funded by Ministry of Human Resource Development, is envisaged to showcase the finest intellectual and scientific knowledge base developed over centuries and revive and strengthen technological achievements related to traditional Indian handicrafts made from metal, wood, glass, textile, and clay. MHRD has also funded a project to set up a Center for Mathematical Sciences at IIT Kanpur. The main of this center is to create an ecosystem that facilitates high-quality national and international research programs and research collaborations for modeling and simulation in various domains centered on mathematical sciences. The Institute upgraded high-performance computing facility at the Computer Center by procuring a high-end supercomputer, which is currently ranked 130th in the global top 500 list, is the 5th in India and the fastest amongst the educational institutions in India. Besides, the Institute completed major upgradation of the tinkering lab. The many new instruments, devices, and facilities were procured through various schemes like FIST of DST and CARE of IIT Kanpur. IIT Kanpur has entered into an agreement with the National University of Singapore, under which both institutions have committed to offer joint PhDs to the students participating in the joint degree program. The Institute has also entered into MOUs with many foreign institutions, Rensselaer Polytechnic Institute, USA, Texas A&M University, University of Tokyo, Dickens University, University of Kansas, Scientific Research Company Karat in Ukraine, Institut National des Sciences Appliquées, in brief INSA, Lyon, France. IIT Kanpur was registered as a society under the Societies Registration Act on November 2, 1959, which paved the way for formally establishing the institute in its present location. To commemorate this defining event, the Institute Affairs Committee, in its meeting on 23 October 2013, resolved to celebrate Institute Foundation Day, or a so-called birthday of the Institute, on November 2. The first such celebration was held on November 2, 2013. Professor P. Balram, Director, IISc Bangalore, graced the occasion as the chief guest and delivered the first Foundation Day lecture. The year 2013-14 has witnessed significant growth in financial resource of the Institute. The total grant in aid received during the financial year from the Ministry was about rupees 160 crore in non-plan and rupees 280 crore in plan. During 2013-14, the Institute received rupees 4.74 crore from 699 donations made by 566 donors. That includes 352 donors from India and 224 from abroad. A total of 212 donors, 98 and 114 donors from India and abroad respectively, contributed to 312 donations of rupees 38.65 lakhs under the annual gift program. We are indebted to all such large-hearted donors and well-wishers. Reporting about the awards and honors won by our faculty and students is always a proud moment for the director. It gives me enormous sense of pride to share with you that Professor R.P. Chabra, Chemical Engineering, has been elected Fellow of the Indian National Science Academy. Professor J.K. Bera, Chemistry, has been elected Fellow of the Indian Academy of Sciences, Bangalore. Professor V.K. Jain, Mechanical Engineering, has been elected Fellow of the Indian National Academy of Engineering. Dr. Yogesh Singh Chauhan, Mechanical Engineering, received the IBM Faculty Award. Dr. Pankaj Wahi and Dr. Ishan Sharma, Mechanical Engineering, have been selected for the Young Engineers Award of the Indian National Academy of Engineering. Several other accolades such as Towards Prize in Engineering Sciences, Young Engineers Award, Best Paper Awards, and editorial appointments have been received by our faculty members. I'm also very pleased to inform that Professor V.K. Singh, Professor, Department of Chemistry, who is presently serving as the Director of ISAR Bhopal, has been conferred Padma Shri by the Government of India. Besides maintaining a distinguished record of knowledge generation in terms of peer-reviewed publications, books, chapters, patents, citation per faculty in IIT Kanpur now ranks the highest among all technological institutions in the country. The many prestigious scholarships and awards received by our students have been a source of pride and pleasure for all of us. Vishal Gupta, Akash Goel, Atanu Kumar Rai, Shavik Sachdeva, Arpit Srivastava, Pranav Ravindra Manarikar, Priyangshu Goswami received the Aditya Birla Scholarship. Dhruv Singhal, Samkit Tated, Vatshal Sharan, Krishna Chaitanya K, Prabhangshu Pavicha, Arpit Agarwal received the O.P. Jindal Scholarship. The list is long, and I'll skip reading the entire list for the interest of time. IIT Kanpur continues its effort to encourage an equitable balance between academics and extracurricular activities among its students. The Institute nurtures social, cultural, sporting activities pursued by the students' Gymkhana and other student groups. With a firm belief in self-governance, Students' Gymkhana continues to provide a platform to all students to pursue their interests. IIT Kanpur contingent created history by winning the General Championship in 2013 in the Inter-IIT Sports Meet held at IIT Guwahati for the first time. This is a jewel missing in our crown all these years since inception. It was a splendid display of sportsmanship. The entire contingent rallied around at the crucial hour, ultimately leading to a glorious victory. I'm happy to inform that IIT Kanpur also emerged champion in the Inter-IIT Science and Technology Meet and Inter-IIT Staff Sports Meet this year. Despite fear of a second recession, several companies actively participated in the campus placement program. Apart from an overwhelming response from the traditional consulting, FMCG, and the core engineering sectors, the e-commerce sector registered a sizable presence with a total of 30 job offers from companies such as Myntra, Flipkart, and Snapdeal. Over 1,000 students registered for placement this year, out of which more than 78% of the registered students got placement through Student Placement Office. Pursuing excellence can never be a sudden exercise, but can emerge only from a sustained and painstaking effort with utmost devotion, commitment, and courage. As advised by the IIT Council, IIT Kanpur undertook, first time in its history, an extensive peer review exercise comprising two complementary stages. The first stage, named Internal Peer Review, conducted during February 24th to April 4, 2014, consisted of academic review of each department by a set of 5 to 6 experts drawn from academia, industry, and R&D, organizations from India and abroad. The next stage of review, called External Peer Review, was conducted during April 14 to 16, 2014, by a 7-member expert team chosen by the Chairman IIT Council. The expert team visited various departments, centers, facilities, halls, and other important locations, interacted with the faculty, staff, and students, and reviewed the overall progress of the institute in teaching and research. The final report of the committee has been discussed by the board in its meeting on 16th April 2014 and will be shared with the Academic Senate and all stakeholders of IIT Kanpur in due course. Dear degree recipients, on this happy occasion of the 46th convocation, I congratulate and commend each one of you on your achievements and extend my best wishes to the entire class of 2014 graduating today. I also take this opportunity to salute your proud parents for making you what you are today and encouraging you to continuously strive for excellence. Now that you are ready to embark on a bigger voyage towards greater glory, I wish to share some of my own thoughts with you. Life is a long walk of many miles and milestones. This coveted degree scroll that you have earned today from a premier institute like IIT Kanpur should certainly count as one such important landmark in your life. However, let this be one among the many more to come and not the only one. We all fervently hope and pray that you will continue to thrive, conquer newer challenges, and make us more proud in days to come. Do not falter, do not compromise, and do not despair. Let courage, grit, and determination fortify your zeal and quest. Let your profession and society at large prosper from your prosperity. And let your passion and conviction never ebb so that your dreams come to reality one day when others have retired and ceased to dream. In the words of Tagore, the highest education is that which does not merely give us information, but makes our life in harmony with all existence. Let the time spent at IIT Kanpur make you one of those who will bring about disruptive and paradigm changes to your domain and yet establish greater harmony in the society. May God bless you with health, happiness, and peace. May you prove yourself a worthy son or daughter of this great nation. May each one of you scale so high that we never tire of extolling you and basking in your glory. Above all, may your unstinted effort turn victorious sooner than later. Jai Hind.
May I now request the Chairman Board of Governors, IIT Kanpur, to introduce the chief guest.
It is indeed a great pleasure for me to introduce Dr. Johann George Bednorz. Dr. Johann George Bednorz was born in 1950 in Germany. In 1968, Bednorz was enrolled at the University of Münster for studying chemistry, but subsequently he opted to switch to subject of crystallography. After obtaining his master's degree from Münster in 1977, Bednorz started his PhD at the ETH Zurich under the supervision of Heini Greinischer and K. Alex Müller. After obtaining his PhD, Dr. Bednorz joined the IBM Research Laboratory in 1982. There he and Dr. K. Alex Müller began a systematic investigation of the electrical properties of ceramic materials formed from transition metal oxides. In 1986, they succeeded in making a superconducting material with a critical temperature significantly higher than the previous record. In 1987, Dr. Bednorz and Dr. Müller were jointly awarded the Nobel Prize in Physics for their important breakthrough in the discovery of superconductivity in ceramic material. At that time, Dr. Bednorz was only 37 years old. Bednorz was appointed IBM Fellow in the same year. Currently, he holds a position of IBM Fellow Emeritus at IBM Research Lab, Zurich. Apart from Nobel Prize in Physics, Dr. Bednorz has received many other awards and honors from all over the world. To mention just a few, the Marcel Benoist Prize, Danny Heinemann Prize of the Academy of Sciences, Göttingen, Robert Wishart-Pole Prize of German Physical Society, the Ross Coffin Purdy Award of the American Ceramic Society. He is a fellow of the American Physical Society, an honorary member of the American Ceramic Society, and he has been conferred Doctor Honoris Causa by the University of Regensburg, Germany, University of Salzburg, Austria, and by many other universities. So at this time, dear students, you are indeed fortunate to hear the words of wisdom from a great scientist of our time. The convocation is a joyous occasion not only for you, but also to your parents and guardians. As you step into this world of work in different vocations and directions, you should remember with gratitude the sacrifices made by your parents and guardians and the contributions made by your faculty in whatever you are and what you will be in the years to come. We appreciate the imprint you have left behind by your engagements beyond the classroom at IIT Kanpur, and I do hope that you will leave indelible imprints in your occupations, wherever you are and whatever you do. Please do remember IIT Kanpur as your permanent home for all times to come. My very best wishes for a bright future for you all. May I request our Chief Guest, Dr. John George Bednos, to address the gathering.
Chairman of the Board and members of the Board of the Governors, Chairman of the Senate, but most of all, dear graduates and parents, faculty members and staff of the IIT Kanpur, dear students, dear honorable guests who just received the award of the honoris causa of the IIT Kanpur, ladies and gentlemen, the convocation ceremony represents a landmark, a highlight, not only in the education process of young women and men, but also in the academic year of the respective institution. Today, at the 46th convocation, the IIT Kanpur and its teachers are proud to celebrate this convocation with all of you. All of you who successfully finished your studies and received your master's degree or your PhD degree after having delivered your masterpieces in different fields of science, engineering, humanities, and management. I'm happy to share with you this exciting moment. My heartiest congratulations for your great achievements, the successful termination of your studies. I'm wishing you all the best for the good start into your future career. In the past years, you might have been experienced moments where some of you had some difficulties to deliver the required performance, causing probably some doubts whether you would ever succeed. From my own experience, I know during my high school time and university times, how one feels in the moment of failing an examination. How it feels if one is afraid to disappoint teachers, or even more, fail to fulfill the hopes of parents, who sometimes may have to spend an enormous effort to support you over the years. So much the more it creates a great satisfaction when one is able to show that with strong persistence these hurdles can be taken. Today you see your parents happy and proud to be with you in this hall. They are glad to see their support did pay off. It is you who made their dreams become true and hopes fulfilled. However, you can be sure their expectations will continue and even might grow to be more ambitious. You also should be aware that you had the great privilege to perform your studies at one of the premier institutions of your country. And you had now to join the group of thousands of alumni who have graduated from the IIT Kanpur in its 55-year history and who are spread over the whole world. Be aware that there are also expectations which are very high that you will, like your fellow predecessors, contribute to the high reputation of your home institution. So far, you did stay in a well-protected environment with your fellow colleague students, where your teacher provided you guidance and did equip you with the right tools to grow your skills. When from tomorrow on you will leave the environment of your home institution, it will be mainly you yourself who determines how to apply and grow your skills and in which direction you turn your activities. With an excellent education which you gained at the IIT Kanpur, you can look into the future with strong self-confidence. But whatever discipline you graduated from, you will realize that the learning process will never end. Whether in academic or industrial research, in engineering or management, in public service or politics, in each area there will be a need to make important decisions. Since nobody is free from making mistakes, some of these decisions may turn out to be wrong. But making mistakes may be forgivable as long as one makes the same mistakes only once. Making mistakes and realizing that one is able to learn from those mistakes can create self-confidence and will help to lose fear from diving into the unknown. The absence of this fear and the enormous curiosity and creativity is characteristic for our first years in our childhood, where we did learn from experience. As a child being told by your parents, do not touch this hot bite, we didn't follow the advice until we made our own painful experience. But we kept on discovering other fields of our environment, looking at those who can preserve this creativity and curiosity, and the attitude of putting statements which appear to be doubtful into question is a gift which we should preserve. In that case, it may be those people belong to a group of people mentioned in the quote from Justus Liebig, a German chemist who made major contributions to agricultural and biological chemistry and worked on the organization of organic chemistry. He said, "The secret of all those who make discoveries is that they regard nothing as impossible." This sounds pretty arrogant, but it reflects the attitude of some people who constantly ask, why or why not? Whether curiosity-driven or inspired by the limits of technology, breakthroughs in science and technology are frequently achieved by those people who have the ability to look at the same thing as everybody else, but think something different. This imagination, or should we call it ability to dream, can lead to completely new, revolutionary concepts, which others may regard as unrealistic or even foolish. To follow those dreams can be very hard and would need a strong dedication and persistence in case progress is missing. Let me give you two examples, which were the results of dreams and unconventional ideas. In the physics department of the IBM Research Laboratory in Switzerland, there were two colleagues of mine who in the 1980s had a dream that they could develop an instrument which would allow to see single atoms on the surface of semiconductors and metals, and to possibly study chemical reactions. They developed a concept which nobody, except they themselves, would have thought to be a realistic approach. The instrument consisted of a needle which is guided along the surface of a single crystal or a thin film. If the needle is very close to the surface, the distance was smaller than the diameter of an atom. And if a voltage is applied between the surface and the needle, there will be a current flowing between the metal surface and the needle. This current is very sensitive to the distance between the object and the needle. So if the needle is scanned very close to the surface, at a constant distance, also the current is constant. As soon as the needle approaches a step in the surface, the current increases, and a feedback mechanism will cause the needle to retract in order to decrease the current to its original value. This sounds very easy, and it's a wonder that this dream became true and the instrument was really working. The development of this instrument took a long time. And finally, there was an experiment where the movement was recording the surface of a metal, and aha, there was a step, the first step detected. The sensitivity later on was shown to be so high that even single could be detected. The development of this instrument called scanning tunneling microscope, STM, created a big excitement in the laboratory among their colleagues, but later also in the whole scientific world. In 1986, my colleague Gerd Binnicke and Heini Rohrer were awarded the Nobel Prize in Physics. With their imagination, which led to a new concept regarded as unrealistic by many others, and a strong dedication to solve specific problems where the vibrations being bigger than the distance between the needle and the surface, this pure science project has led to technological impacts which surpassed even boldest dreams. From the desire to see individual atoms emerged the field of nanoscience, science on the atomic scale, which with the possibility to manipulate and modify single atoms and molecules. This has opened an exciting perspectives for a completely new technology, which is today known as nanotechnology, originating from a dream. Let me go to the second example. In the 80s also, after 70 years of research on superconductivity, the desire to apply this technology on a large scale for the transport of electricity without resistance, this dream could not be realized because the phenomenon was restricted to very low temperatures. This changed dramatically when my colleague Alex Müller and I were applying drastically new concepts in the search for superconductors with higher transition temperatures. Against the expert common understanding, we evolved a new class of materials and discovered these were indeed surpassing any other superconductor. The discovery has been awarded with the Nobel Prize in Physics in 1987, as you heard before. The surprise for the community was that up to that time, these materials had never been considered to be a conductor of electrons. Today, the superconducting state is achieved in an easily accessible temperature range and will have not only economical but also environmental impact. These successes in the field of science result from an education to dedication, fostering inspiration and creativity, and giving the freedom of pursuing unconventional ideas. Isn't it wonderful that in the field of exact and precise science, there's room for dreaming? And is it an accident or an ingredient that in the two teams, one of the partners was a senior, experienced person, and the second, a young scientist? In both cases, these partners were also quite different in their style of working and in their character, but very efficient in complementing each other. But most important was that they were able to share their dreams and hopes, and also to share at difficult times the disappointment which happened when success was not apparent. Today we are here with a group of displaying great diversity in education and talent to celebrate the farewell of hundreds of young, bright students who are released into their professional life. Dear graduates, in your eyes, I could see your optimism and excitement and the desire to take the lead in shaping the future of your country by creating your own visions. Be adventurous and creative in finding solutions for the benefit of your country, be it as a scientist, as an engineer, businessman, or politician. Be alert if you hear that a deviation from a standard solution is impossible, and please ask why. You had the privilege of being educated to build the elite of your country, and you are obliged to take responsibilities wherever your leadership is required. Try to leave the earth a better place than when you arrived. These words of Sidney Sheldon, an American writer, can serve you as a guidance in all of your activities. You will experience the feeling of great satisfaction if you achieve a change, and will receive the recognition through the appreciation by fellow colleagues and the society. The appreciation of your work by the community should be the first you should aim at. And it will be the highest reward if this work will create numerous excited followers. If for your professional development it might be necessary to leave your country, you will meet different nationalities, cultures, religions, and you may change your way of working and thinking. And you will learn that some tasks can be approached from a point of view which is different to yours. You may face professional problems or conflicts when different opinions exist. If you will pursue your respective profession with dedication and passion, you will make yourself respected in the community, and your excellent education will help to successfully handle any discourse. Sometimes it may be necessary to find a compromise, but never agree to a solution which is against common sense or your conviction. For your country, India, the experience gained from abroad will bring a valuable profit when, upon returning, you will apply new ideas to foster technological progress. You will be able to implement new ideas to address problems in technology, energy supply, environmental questions, agriculture, and new models for social issues of the society. And you will establish new international collaborations with mutual inspiration. The majority of you, however, will remain in the country, and there is urgent need for your engagement in all aspects of a society like India, which is growing at an enormous speed. In addition to your leadership in professional support in the respective disciplines, you will need to take the role as a shining examples and set standards in human relations. This will be a major challenge in a country like India with its burning cultural and social issues. I wish you will be adventurous and find creative solutions to discover a way out of a human dilemma. Like the discovery of vitamin C, the Hungarian Albert Georgi said, "A discovery is a lucky event meeting a prepared mind." I think this is true not only for scientific or technical aspects. Preparing minds or creating awareness by spreading knowledge also about the global challenges in culture, society, environment, and technology is necessary to discover solutions to overcome barriers. Tearing down these barriers, which sometimes only exist in our minds, will make the impossible possible. Dreams are needed and will help to make this world a better one. When Mahatma Gandhi came back to India more than 100 years ago, he was not only fighting for the independence of his country, but also for human rights for all members of the society. The independence has become true, but how about his dream that all individuals are treated with the same respect? Mahatma Gandhi has left us with an important advice. You must be the change you wish to see in the world. Continue to dream his dream, follow the motto, respect for the individual, which is important for every interaction with humans in all aspects of life and all aspects of profession. You can be sure you will make a change. Go to make this world a different world. You can do it. Good luck to all of you.
I request Chairman Senate to present a memento to the Chief Guest. please rise for the national anthem.
अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड़ उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलधि तरंगा जब शुभ नामे जागे तब शुभ आशीष मांगे गाहे तब जय गाथा जन गण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे
I hereby declare the convocation closed.
Thank you very much. Deepu, come here.